Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another cookery lesson. Simple as A, B, C. So today it's going to be, we are going to be making Ojojo. Ojojo is, that's what they call it in Yoruba. It's actually yam balls. It's similar to akara, the way we prepare it. But I'm going to keep it very, very simple, very, very basic. Usually the best kind of, and this is the African yam. This is the African, when we say yam, this is what we mean. When we say yam, this is what we mean. I know we find it in most of West Africa. And it can be bigger than this. It can be smaller than this. Sometimes it can be very, very, very big. It can be about 2-3 feet long and really huge. Okay, so this is what I'm using today. Usually, the best kind of yam for Ojojo is water yam. And sometimes you get it in the Spanish store. That's the only place I know, or the African store, where you can get this kind of yams. But the water yam is the best. I'm using this yam simply because I don't have water yam. I couldn't get any at the store. You don't always get it in the store. So this will sort of, it comes out, it's just the texture that is a little different. With the water yam, because the water yam has more water, it's a little softer, the texture is just a little different. But the regular yam is just as good, especially if it's not dry yam yet. When the yam is getting far into the season and it's beginning to dry up, it's not really that good. But new yam is good for Ojojo. It will work as well as the water yam. So here we go. So like I said, I'm doing very, very basic. Some people will use they will make it a little more fancy. They will put onions, they will put Maggi, they will put shrimps or crayfish. The big on ground, the whole crayfish, the big one, not the one that it's already ground. They will do that. But I'm just going to keep it simple. As I said when we started all these cookery lessons, it was during the pandemic, and I said, whatever you have at home. Whatever you have at home. And usually for all these lessons that I have been doing, it's maybe 2-3 days ahead of time. I say to myself, okay, what do I have at home? And whatever I have at home is what I will use. Last week I didn't have yam, but during the week somehow somebody gave me some yam, so I'm good. And that's why I want to teach you how to make Ojojo today. So this is the yam I'm using today. When we talk about yam, this is how the African yam looks. So you take your yam. So what we need, very basic, very, very basic. You need your yam. I'm going to put some pepper in. It doesn't have to be hot pepper, but just to give it a little color so it doesn't look plain. Your presentation is also critical. So if you have green, yellow, red, like that, just chop it up. I don't have any small green peppers at home today, but I have the yellow and the red. So there it is. It's all chopped up. Of course, you are going to need salt. I'm not going to use onions today. I'm not going to use onions. So here we go. So that's your yam. I already took some of it before. So you cut it. You want to cut it at an angle because you want to be able to use the grater. We are going to use the grater to grate the yam. We are using the grater to grate the yam. Okay, I already did some prep before, so I'm just doing this just to show you what it looks like. All right then. I'm going to wash my yam. I have my very little grater here. So we're just going to go. So we are going to grate the yam. And please watch your knuckles. Graters have that, they do that to you. If you are not careful, you don't just grate whatever it is you are grating, you grate your knuckles as well. So please be very careful.
Is it better to soak the yam before you
grate? Not
grate?
necessarily, no. It doesn't make a difference. And the water yam is good. The water yam is really easy, you know. It gives you that nice, it's softer, so it's easier to grate. And then it gives you that nice, loose, spongy kind of texture. So if you can get the water yam, please use the water yam. And if any day you are doing this, you don't have water yam, you are using the regular yam. If it's dry yam, don't even bother. If it's fine to the season, and all you can get is the really dry yam that doesn't have a lot of moisture, don't bother, it's not going to come out nice at all. If you are using regular yam at all, try and get new yam. And new yam, I think, comes out about, actually about this time. About this time, I think. If I remember well, it's been a while. I know back home when we have when it's time for the new yam, when it's harvest time for new yam, it's always a big festival. So we have in the village, they go, they harvest their yam, they come back, they do the egusi soup. I already taught you how to do the egusi soup. They put some traditional stuff in it. There are some special wild mushrooms that we have. They put that in, and then they have the dried plants. I'm not sure. It looks like the hibiscus, but it's not really that. And I tell you, it is so good. And then they do pounded yam. Pounded yam and egusi soup. Now for the egusi, sometimes they will use bitter leaf. Oh, it is bitter leaf with new yam. It's out of this world. It is just so good. All right then. But today we are doing simple ojojo. Okay, we are doing simple ojojo. So here we go. Oh, the story about the new yam really makes me feel nostalgic. Well, there are some parts of the new yam, they actually make a big festival out of it. And some of it is not, it's a little, it's idolatry. Because then they do all the other things and, you know, but that's, you know, we are Christians, so we don't go into all that. We just enjoy the new yam. So don't go and say we're having New Yam festival in our house because Pastor, no, we don't do New Yam festival. We get our yam, we make our pounded yam, we make our egusi, we have a good time, we pray, we thank God for a bountiful harvest, and we sit down and have a nice meal of yam. All right then, so this is it. Already it's grated, and like I said, it's not the water yam. The water yam is softer, finer. When you grate it, it's finer. But it's all right. We'll just manage this today. So I'm going to put some salt in it. I'm going to begin to heat up my oil. Just regular vegetable oil, you know, because we are going to deep fry. Remember, it's yam balls, so we are going to deep fry. I'm going to put my salt. And salt depends on your taste. One more thing I forgot to tell you. Please, when you grate yam, make sure you wash your hand thoroughly after. Because if you don't and you put that hand on your skin, it's going to itch. It's going to itch. And don't put it on anyone. Don't carry your children, you know. Make sure you wash it thoroughly the way we've been taught to wash with the pandemic. you wash it thoroughly so that you don't get itchy all over. Yeah, I think I'm going to put just a little more salt. Just a little more. We are going to just hope that this works today. This, like I said, this is not water yam. All right. So, pray along with me so that it turns out well, so that we don't have it falling apart in the hot oil. Okay, I didn't forget my pepper, and it doesn't have to be hot pepper. Just get colored peppers, whether they are, what do you call it, whether they are, it could be red, yellow, you know. If you like the hot ones, you can use habanero, you can use the Scotch bonnet, but if not, there are some multicolored sweet pepper in the market that you can use. So here we go. I'm not going to handle this because this one is a little hot. But again, like I said, you don't need to use hot pepper. Okay, I'm going to check if my oil is hot enough. Let me get a bigger spoon. I don't want to use my hand anymore because there's pepper inside there. So I'm just going to see that my oil is hot. It's still, I need to heat it up a little.
Sorry, to the other side.
This side?
To your right. Keep going. Keep going.
You want to do 180? Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep on going.
Yes, we'll press it down. Make sure it's on.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to give that oil some time to get a little hot. All right, so here we are. And one thing with the yam I showed you, which isn't this regular yam, is you can boil it like you do your potato. You can fry it the way you do your potato chips. You can also make like a yam porridge out of it. One of these days will teach you that. The water yam, if we have the water yam, there's a special dish I love with the water yam. They call it the kokore. It's peculiar to the they call them the Jebus. They are from the Jebus, the Egbas in the southwestern part of Nigeria. It's made with the water yam, and it's so nice. I like it. We need to give it a little more time. The best way to actually do it is to use your hand, but I'm a little scared of that pepper. I might end up doing it, but I don't think I want to. So we're just going to do the best that we can. And the good thing about the balls is that you can use it as a snack. You know, just put it somewhere the children can snack on it. If you want to use it as a meal, some people will take it with, what do you call it? They will take it with ogi. I don't know, but that's carbohydrates and carbohydrates. So I'm thinking that maybe you want to use it, if you make it, maybe you want to put some vegetables on the side, like your eforiro or your cabbage, your carrots, you know, stuff like that. So that you at least have some balanced diet. And last week while we were cooking rice, somebody said, where is the protein? Where is the meat? Well, okay, so just make sure you, whatever we teach you, add all those things on the side, so that you have a balanced dish. Okay. So with this, you may decide, oh, I want some protein. So you can make your little, you can bake your chicken. You know, try and keep healthy. Bake your chicken, bake your fish, and just, you know, put it on the side. Do some vegetable, your carrots, your cabbage, your eforiro. It should be coming right up. It's not doing that. Okay. Deep bowl, the deep white bowl. We're going to get ready because it's going to be done. Oh, great. Okay. I wanted to be sure that, okay, so we can put the rest. The oil is hot enough. Okay. Because if it's not hot, it sinks to the bottom of your something, it will stick to it. So like I said, you deep fry.
Is there a special technique for spooning the balls?
Not really, just make sure that, you know, you try and get it rounded. You know, because you know, remember I said it's balls, it's yam balls, so you want to keep it. And you could use your hand too, whichever is convenient for you. There we go. It's looking good. You could have it with oats. You could have it with what we call ugi. You could have it with what we call eko. You could just also have it like a snack. Our children love to snack, so you know, instead of giving them all those chips loaded with salts and processed, you know, you want to give them something that is at least fresh and homemade. Remember, we're also frying, so you don't want to do too much of this because it's also, you really don't want to load up on fried food. But it's still better than chips. It's still better than your bagged chips. We are doing good. I told you today is really going to be easy. And then after we are done, make sure you stay. I hope you are sharing. I hope you are holding a watch party. We've had some really, really wonderful sessions I wanted to share with people. Again, the reason why I started this was, you know, during the pandemic and we couldn't go out and, you know, we had limited resources at home. What can we quickly cook? But also I wanted to make it easy for some of our young men and women who feel intimidated about cooking. It's easy. And that's why I haven't been doing any complicated dishes, because I want to at least show you the basics. And I think we've covered quite some ground. So we may begin to branch out a little, just a little, because again, the idea is to just give you those basic skills that can help you to cook and keep yourself, you know, do the stuff yourself. There's nothing like eating the food you cooked yourself. it's good. I know some people say, oh, it's a lot of bother, I don't like being in the kitchen and all that good stuff. Well, there are times like the pandemic when you can't go anywhere. And it's also good, you know, with the time you spend in the kitchen, it's also good time because the family gathers around, you all cook together. And there's something special about what mom did. I'll tell you a little story. A couple of years ago, they've now moved to California. I had one of my little babies in church admitted. She was admitted into the hospital. So her parents were there. I mean, it was a tough case then. Her parents were with her in the hospital. I went to visit. I said, what will you eat? They said she loves jollof rice. Because they couldn't go anywhere, they had to be taking turns looking after her. So I ran home. I quickly made that jollof rice. I made it as nice as I could. I ran back to the hospital with the jollof rice. You know, she didn't eat my jollof rice. So I felt a little hurt. Her father said she won't eat any. If you put the jollof rice down and she tastes it, she will say, this is not my mom's jollof rice. She knows her mom's jollof rice. Well, after he told me that, I felt a little better. Now, it wasn't a personal thing. She won't eat any other person's jollof rice, only her mom's jollof rice. So, you know, oh my, look at this. It's looking good. It's coming out really, really nice. So please, our young men and women, get into the kitchen a little more, please. Give those children some good home-cooked meal. Give yourself some good home-cooked meal, please. Please, let's cut down on all this diseases that are ravaging us, black people. All this, our sodium loaded, our processed food, our big 99-cent bottle of soda that we thought we got a bargain for. It's actually a killer. Please, can we just cut all that out and prolong our lives ourselves? While we also watch the enemy that is on the outside looking for us, please. They are not enemies, but you know, it's a system that needs to be totally redone. So please, let's eat healthy. Okay? We are looking good. Please stay with me. Immediately after, I'm just going to post a little video, and I'm posting it. My husband was begging me to cut his hair because he has not been able to go to the barber. So I'm only posting it so that you can all be my witness that he did not pay me for his haircut. Okay? So please, when you see him, tell him to please pay me to pay me for the haircut. All right. Well, again, it's just some of the little things that we've done during this pandemic to keep ourselves going, to keep ourselves happy. Now, we've had this on for about 7 minutes now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 7 minutes. So we are going to wait until it's golden brown. When it's golden brown, then we know that we are ready. We are ready. It's looking really, really good. And if you look at it, you can see the little color. You can see, you know, instead of it just being pink, you can see the little red and yellow on the side of it, you know. So the pepper gives it a little color. That's the only reason I added it. So it doesn't look all plain and boring. Okay? But please don't put hot pepper in it. The children won't eat it. And what you are trying to do is to get them to eat homemade food. All right then. Let me see. Maybe you have questions. Where is my computer while I wait on that? My glasses. Okay. All right. And I'm so happy to see all of you. Umi, Jacinta, Esther, Veronica, hi! How are you doing? That's my friend all the way from the UK. Banji, Sheon, Deborah, Beatrice, Rotimi, Furayo, Allah. All right, everyone. Buki. Good to see you all. I hope you are sharing. Our Ojojo is looking good. So I'll stop over at your house to come and see what you did with your own Not akara, ojojo. I think our ojojo is ready. I'm just going to try one. It's crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside.
Someone wants to know if you can add onion.
Oh yes, I just didn't want to add onions. I wanted to keep it. You can chop in your onions, and if you like, you can blend your onion. You can put onions. Some people put Maggi. I told you don't use Maggi. Some people put crayfish. You know.
Talking about blending, can you blend instead of grate?
Somebody is asking, can we blend? It tastes good. It's all done. Can you blend instead of grate? I've never tried it. I've never tried it.
You never know. Then you compound the hand with the processor now.
I don't see why not. I don't see why not.
You want to try it? You still have yam.
Okay, let's try it. Let me quickly try it for you. Now, with this, because we didn't use the water yam, it's a little, it's crispier. It's crispier than it would have been if we had used water yam. Water yam, you get that soft, it gives you that soft texture. So, let me quickly blend it and let's see how this turns out. I won't fry it. I will just blend it and we'll see what the texture looks like. It's probably going to be all right. But you know, sometimes we get used to the traditional way of doing things. So I tell you, my Ojojo, it's really good. And you can see it. The hands are soft on
How much water should we add?
Is that all the yam we have?
No, I just didn't want to.
Yeah, let's put everything so that we can get it.
Is it okay to add eggs to the mix?
You can. Like I said, all this, the recipes I give you are basic, very, very basic. They are your starting, your building blocks. Okay? I'm sure I'm going to need some more water. So give me a cup of water. So here we are. Yeah, I'm most certain that we will need some more water. I don't know how this is going to work out, but you know, let's try it. Can you see how much water I have? It's just nearly, not really covering the yam, but let's see. If we need to add more water, we will add more water. Yeah, it looks like I put in too much water. Too much water. Yeah. But it looks okay. I mean, I'm going to try and fry some.
It's like we blend that car.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks okay. Let me pour it out so that you can see it. So here it is, and that's why I said I think I put too much water. You can see you really don't want it to be that watery. So when you are doing it, start with very little water. I'm going to add more yam to that. Compare that to this one. Compare to this. You can see this one is really, so here we go. So this is too much water I put in. All right then, but experiment. That's the whole essence. So it's been good having you in my kitchen today.
Someone wants to know if you can introduce some flavonoids.
You want to put some flavor in? You want to put like Are you talking about like things like vanilla, nutmeg, stuff like that? I don't know. I wouldn't. I like it, because then it changes the. You can if you want to, but try this first. I really, it smells nice, it tastes nice, but you can try different ways, whichever works for you. So okay then, it's been nice having you with me today. Please keep safe. Please love on people. This is not the time to hate. I know that many of us are hurt, many of us have been wounded, many of us we have some really sad tales to tell. But please guard your heart with all diligence. Guard your heart. You don't want anybody to poison your heart because of what they have done to you or done to somebody that you love. So please, someone can take another person's life or our lives, but please don't let them take our heart. Our hearts belong to God. Our hearts belong to God. And I believe that we are in the process of seeing something shift. I believe that shift is coming in our time, in our generation, because God is righteous and God is just. And I think this is that season when God wants to make right all the wrong that has been done to us. So please, let's be patient, let's be prayerful, let's be strong, and guard your heart. Don't allow the toxin of hatred and resentment creep into us. We are more than that. God bless you real good, and stay on, because that video for the haircut is coming up. It's easy. You might want to help your husband and maybe your little children. Don't even go near those twins and teenagers. They don't, they are not going to appreciate your haircut at all. So don't start a third world war in your home. God bless you real good. Been good having you. Have a wonderful week. See you again on Monday on another session of Reflections. It's Fumi Opilano.